I know what you're thinking. Who is this guy to criticize Einstein? Hi, everybody. My name is Greg Crable, and this is my podcast, Something I Learned Yesterday, where I take one issue, often from the world of publishing, and try to explain it in 3 or 4 minutes. Today, I'm going to criticize Einstein, sort of. Now, you've heard this quote many times. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. The saying is attributed to Einstein, but there's no solid evidence of that. But for the sake of argument, let's just go with it. Is it really insane to keep doing the same thing and expect different results? Or could that be the secret to success? My first reaction to the quote is that Einstein was obviously not a fisherman. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is pretty much what you do when you go fishing. For one simple reason. You can't actually do the same thing over and over again because the world has changed since your last cast. The tide is moving, the temperature and the wind is changing, the sun or the moon might be rising or setting, the fish are moving around. What seems like the same action, casting your line, is actually very different each time. Doing the same thing over and over again might be precisely the right strategy. That might be the power of repetition. Repetition might also be the key to mastery. You've probably heard of Malcolm Gladwell's 10,000 hours rule, which, from what I understand, oversimplifies the concept, but it still makes an important point. Doing the same thing repeatedly can make you better at it. External conditions may change while your actions remain the same. Market trends, technology, consumer expectations and behavior change over time, like the tides. Sometimes that transforms something that didn't work in the past into a great success today. It's possible that electric vehicles are an example of that. Success is about timing. An idea might be too early for the market, but by continuing to pursue it, you may be in the right place when the market catches up. You know, Apple's Newton message pad flopped, but it sort of evolved into the iPhone. Sometimes doing the same thing is a matter of perspective. Surely someone at Apple reacted to the iPhone as repeating the mistake of the Newton and doing the same thing and expecting different results. Repeating actions can build habits that are essential for long-term success. Consistency in effort, like exercising regularly or maintaining a healthy diet, often leads to different and improved results over time. Some actions have cumulative effects. The idea that people have to hear something multiple times before it sinks in is well supported by both marketing theory and cognitive psychology. That's the origin of the rule of 7 in marketing. The exact number isn't the issue, but a potential customer needs to see or hear a marketing message several times before they take action. Same thing true just like with church announcements and stuff. You need to say things multiple times before it sinks in. Once again, doing the same thing isn't really doing the same thing. Complex systems create weird feedback loops. The relationship between actions and outcomes is not always linear. Small, repeated actions can trigger feedback loops that eventually lead to significant changes, even if individual iterations seem to have no effect. Something like this might apply to social media strategy. Persistence is often necessary for success, especially in the face of initial failures. What might be perceived as insanity or stubbornness could actually be the persistence needed to overcome challenges and eventually succeed. Innovation often comes from iterative processes where repeated trials and experiments eventually lead to breakthrough efforts. Each iteration might involve slight changes or refinements, and the cumulative effect of these iterations can lead to success. The point is that doing the same thing is not as straightforward or simple as it seems. Before you're tempted to say, I have to stop this, I'm doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, be sure to think about these other possibilities. Maybe doing the same thing over and over is exactly what you need to do. So that's my thought for today. I hope that was helpful. If I can help you in any way with your business, please give me a call. You'll see my contact information on the next screen. Also, just by the way, I just finished up the first draft of a book on customer data platforms. If you're curious, let me know. If you'd like to read the first draft and give me your comments, I'd love that. You'll see my contact information on the next screen. Thanks so much.